the state flag of Louisiana.
Long trip, I don't have time for that.
Oh, I know. It's actually quite close.
Right.
Could, ma'am, in the white, could you show me the state flag of Texas? In the green back here, the one on the left, my left, your right. Could you show me the state flag of Mississippi? And would you show me the state flag of Kentucky? How much you want to bet they don't get it right?
A lot.
Everybody here, how many know what the Confederate flag looks like? How many think you know what the Confederate flag looks like? How many think you're going to find out you're wrong? You're wrong, trust me. Did you know that there is a state in the Union, and I'll get to this later, that is flying a Confederate First National Stars and Bars, unaltered, that was used all the way from 1860 to 1864, and nobody knows it? Except the person that put it out as the new state flag? Okay, Texas. You got Texas right. Absolutely. Yours was Louisiana.
Yeah, I just got the closest one.
Not even close. Yours was Mississippi. Way off, way off. Yours is Kentucky. Which one's Kentucky? You sure? You got it. Okay. Now, these are actually state flags, but they're also battle flags. But they're not what you think they are. And let's go back a little bit just to show you that flags are a little different than what you would ever thought of. Who can tell me or describe to me the flag that flew over the fort at Fort McHenry in 1812 that Mr. Francis Scott Key used as his inspiration for the Star-Spangled Banner? It was an American flag, but I want one of the teachers to describe the American flag that flew over Fort Sumter, I'm sorry, not Fort Sumter, but Fort McHenry, and what was the significance of that flag? Sir? This is a hard one. I'm putting you on the spot.
You know what? No idea. But I would probably say that it looks similar to the one we have today.
Looks very much like the one we have today, yes, sir.
Except for it probably lacked a few stars, same stripes.
Okay. Ma'am?
What he said.
What he said. What number state is Kentucky? In the progression, what state was Kentucky?
24.
How many say 12? 13. 14. 15. 16. It's the 15th state. Who was the 14th state? Vermont. Okay, now, that's really important because up until the time Kentucky became a state, we had 13 stars on our flag and 13 stripes. Well, when Kentucky became a state, it was the 15th state. And as the 15th state, the Constitution stated that when you became a state, you were authorized to put a star and a stripe on the flag for your state. Well, there was only 13 and 13 at the time. Kentucky, being the 15th, wanted their star and stripe. So the Constitution had to go back, or the flag had to be altered. They put a 14th stripe and a 14th star for Vermont. Then they put a 15th stripe and a 15th star for Kentucky. So at the time, at 1812, now this flag actually flew all the way up to about 1823. But from 1798 until 1823, we had 15 stars and 15 stripes. So the flag that flew over Fort McHenry in 1812 that Francis Scott Key used as his inspiration was the Kentucky flag. It had 15 stars and 15 stripes. Kind of neat, right? Did you know that? Well, that helps me out a little bit because when we look at the Civil War, we look at all the